puppy led them to this strange place where it tried to get them to go inside a box. And someone was dumb enough to go inside of one of those boxes that totally weren't going to do bad things to them.
Who the
And
fuck does that, honestly?
yeah, it
What an
got
idiot.
it got transported away in a very bad way to a very bad place. Presumably, he doesn't know because he wasn't conscious. He was like frozen. And so the rest of the party was forced to search the place in order to find a way to get him out. And they did. They found a way to get everything out. So now there's an enormous army of strange faceless monsters exiting this facility and crawling across the land. And a wizard's mad at you. And everything's horrible. And yeah.
And all of this is Arthur's fault.
Yep, it's all Audrey's fault. She was the adult.
Meh.
So yes, Tobias is here. For some reason, he just showed up. Not you, Tobias, the other Tobias.
There's another. Oh, right. The wizard guy
Yes.
that I've never met up until now.
Yes. And he said, "What have you done?"
I'm just gonna do like I'm like startled because I didn't like see that guy coming, and I don't know who it is.
Well, he did just like teleport in out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Or actually, he didn't teleport in. He was waiting for you when you came out. So. I thought this place was quarantined. How did you get in?
Well, we walked in.
Yeah.
And who are you?
They saw a horrible golem and for some reason decided to follow it.
He's not even paying attention to Sven. He's just looking mostly at Audrey and Arthur.
Well, I almost feel insulted.
I don't know who just leaves. It's unguarded.
Never mind. We have to do something about this. Cast a spell, and he puts a force wall over the entrance.
Oh, I was about to say I want to know what spell, but if it's that obvious, then eh.
Yes.
So what is this place?
It's a horrible storage facility or something.
Yes. Although even as he does so, you notice the force wall is moving. It's being pushed back by the force of these creatures, which isn't something that usually happens to force walls because they're supposed to be indestructible and immovable. But
I do not have an immovable rod. I should buy a few of those.
well, those are actually movable. You just need to exert a lot of force on them.
Should still buy some.
That will have to slow them down for now. Just tell me what happened.
Well,
walking back to
some-
surface, and then this horrible golem came up, and they dragged me along trying to follow it. And then this guy was stupid enough to walk into a room that froze him in time or whatever. It's no stasis capsule, I think.
It was a nice enough face. I thought I could trust it.
Why would you trust any random face in a stupid facility thing that you know nothing about?
Well, I don't know. Why would I trust two guys in a dragon costume?
Audrey has no response for that.
All right.
anyways,
We're gonna have
we
to try
will-
to find a way to shut this place down. You guys are coming with me.
Cool.
By the way, the force wall has been pushed away enough that they're starting to squeeze out. No,
Oof.
it only held them for a few minutes. For like a minute. So, you're going on an adventure with Tobias.
Oh, these things are harmless.
As we're following the wizard, let me just like talk to Audrey. Like, who's that guy? It seems like you
That
know him.
is Tobias. Last name Kenriff? No. Fuck. It's
It's a
Tobias.
quiz.
He's the head wizard.
Alright, you failed your
of
quiz.
Atlantis.
Got a C. No XP for you. His last name is Kedmore.
Kenworth, not Kenriff. Goddammit. I play too
Kedmore.
much Magic. Oof.
With a C. It's-
There's even a D in there. I would have never gotten that.
Where do you guys know him from? He seems like a weird type.
He's the headmaster more or less and a
He
councilman
is
of
one of the
Cyphus.
counselors of the city of Zythus, so
Yes.
in
Creepy.
council.
Both of those.
He's a very powerful wizard. He is slightly creepy. He has a snake around. I should describe him physically. He is wearing long red robes with many pockets on them, a big red hat, wears a big smile on his face. He has a small 2-foot long snake draped around his neck that just looks at you strangely in
How
a
big
strange
is his
sort of
head
way.
in comparison to Aldry's?
It is not quite as big.
Yes.
It is actually quite as fashionable. While yours is not.
Wow. True.
um and yes, he jumps down off the bluff, although I say jump, he really just floats. And waves his hands, dispels the force wall, and says, what are we going to do about this?
Like, I think it goes. Well, the same thing we did about the Sochai. Absolutely nothing. Not being.
You are going to do
I did
something,
not teach you that.
or else we'll have to take some action about this. You made this mess, you are going to help me clean it up. It's that
Technically,
simple.
Audrey made a mess.
I don't care
Hey,
who made the mess.
Wow.
It's all of your
Even
fault.
throwing me under the bus. When it wasn't even me.
And
But
these
yes, Audrey, you're the adult in the group. You should have been more responsible.
Yeah, Audrey.
Alright,
Oh, and
new
whoever
rules
this guy
from
is.
now on, you're never
Yes.
allowed to touch any buttons ever again.
tell me what the button did.
You just pressed it.
Alright. So he is going to cast a spell. Make your spellcraft check if you like.
I do like.
Let's see.
Oof.
I'd have to actually look up what the name of the spell is. That's not good enough. Hooray. Alright. So
Nah,
you failed to spellcraft this spell.
it's obviously a 25.
So a great black vortex appears in the middle of the door and sucks all of the horrible dead things inside of it.
Ooh. I haven't heard of that one. What is it?
You don't know. You failed your spellcraft check.
Yeah, but I'm asking. Surely Tobias would answer.
He'll say, That will hopefully thin the tide for now. We'll have to find a place where they aren't so thick. Progress, I think.
So there's more entrances.
Well, no, there's only the one as far as we know, but we might be able to find a side passage that is.
We just collapse the tunnel.
I'm afraid
They
that won't work.
moved the force wall. I doubt they'll be stopped by a collapsed tunnel.
If anything, they have an army of people to dig it out. So
Well, people is a
Also,
bit of a stretch.
It's the
Yes.
spooky blue metal thing, and I don't think we've really found a way to break that yet. Has
All
anyone
right then,
else?
come with me. And he begins walking down the passage that has been temporarily cleared of horrible monsters.
And these things seem pretty useless. Plus, like,
So, Mr. Wizard Man, what is this place exactly?
This is an ancient facility of some type. We've only uncovered it about 2 weeks ago and quarantined the site. Seems to contain a almost countless number of aberrations.
Those things are aberrations?
Yes.
I guess you know more about those things now than I do.
We could talk more about what they are later. Right now, to stop them from coming.
man,
And so he rushes off down the hallway and gestures for you to follow him.
We should probably start at the control room place. Maybe we can turn it off again.
That's perhaps a good idea. He walks down towards the control room. Well, he doesn't walk, he actually just floats slightly above the ground. Walking is just like,
Peasant stuff.
yeah, peasant stuff. Why would he do that? Alright, so he leads you down to the control room. He encounters another group of horrible monsters, and this time he summons a different sort of black orb of awfulness. It's just a
Spellcraft
pure black
25.
orb that disintegrates everything it touches. He just pushes it down along the corridor, disintegrating all the creatures along the way.
Spellcraft 25.
25. I think that's good. No.
Oh,
Spellcraft, you need like 15 plus spell level plus, or spell level times 2. $15 plus spell level. Alright.
I like my magic better.
I'm just gonna. So that's technically enough for level 9 spell. Wait, where'd you get your 24?
Hmm?
You need a roll. Come on, do your roll.
but taking 10.
Oh, well, if you take 10, that's not good enough, actually, 'cause you can't see his thematic or verbal components. How strange. Anyway. In fact, you weren't even aware that he was casting a spell until, like, it appeared. Strange. Anyway, head down to the control room. It appears to not have any horrible creatures inside of it. Tobias takes a look at all of the strange things on the floor below and says, don't think we can shut it off from here. Though I might be able to slow it down temporarily. And he gestures at the floor below, and all of the lights begin changing in a strange pattern. And suddenly the lights in the facility go off. And it's dark in here. Very spooky. Alright, let's see. I have disabled the main power for now. It will be a few minutes before the backup generators come online.
Ooh, how'd you do that?
I didn't find a way to manipulate those thingies without the button things they have on them.
Oh, well, I suppose I have spent some more time studying it than you have. In any case, it seems to have geovolcanic power source at the floors below. I'll have to try disabling that. As far as I can tell, there isn't a way to disable the disengorgation, the I don't know, the exodus procedure after it was enabled. All right. I think there is a passage up here, and he gestures at one of the walls. A panel opens up. That was totally invisible before. It's like, wow, couldn't even tell there was a panel there. It was just a wall. How strange. Come this way.
Sure.
All right,
What
and
gesture opens up wall panels?
I don't know.
But I'm asking.
Well, it just opened. Anyway, he's already going down. It's through the panel is a sheer drop that goes down further than you can see.
I think the wizard guy should go down. He could float his way down.
He already went down. He's telling you to follow.
Oh hell. Well, I have no reason not to trust it.
God damn it. Where's it? This one. Is this the one I'm thinking of? It is. Hey guys, do you think you can pass a use magic device of...
I can
think
fly.
Oh right, you're medium now, we can just use your back instead of magic things. Yeah, it's easier. Go ahead,
Yes,
area's down.
can just slide down. It's a little difficult to fly, but you can at least like slow your fall enough to not hurt.
What about me?
It's a very narrow passage. You can both ride. He's like big enough. Or no,
Alright.
he's not actually big enough for you. You're gonna have to like do something, I guess.
No, Arthur can actually polymorph.
I thought your shape change only worked for small and.
No, walks for me. One size category above. That doesn't do anything positive.
Let's see.
I doubt you can make a use magic device of 25, can you?
Well, at any rate, the little passage is too big for kind of large creatures, so you can just stay medium. Unless you want to like squeeze down. That would be funny. But you can't exactly fly in that case. Turn into a gelatin or something.
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's solve this problem using the power of money
Oh, whoa.
and actually use things in my inventory. Where is it? I have 2 Featherfall talismans.
Oh, that's good. I think those work on like 4 people, don't they?
I don't actually know if they work on more than one person.
I can carry Ultra, you only need it for the mission. Or you could just
Yeah,
use
you just give him the Featherfall talisman.
Yeah. I have no fucking clue what the source of those things was. I'll just
Write down the dragon and give you Featherfall Talisman.
All right.
I thought not just like after you give it to him, just kicks him down the shaft.
All right. So you start falling very, very fast. A very long way. It takes several seconds.
Oh, you might.
You're just a free fall.
I just thought it says Izzy starts rushing down. You might want to activate that.
I'm pretty sure it activates automatically, doesn't it?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
You can use it as an immediate action though.
All
Or
right.
something like that, or free action, I don't know. But you have to have it in your hand or something like that.
When reach.
Let me just look it up.
It's probably easiest. Now I need to buy a few more.
I don't actually know where it is. All right. I'll just assume it works. So you fall down for like. Are you still here, Sven? By the way. Ah, rip. He's dead. Okay. He forgets to activate the talisman and dies.
Rip.
How horrible. I don't know. Okay, so he activates the talisman. Just you fall down. You go down about 300 feet before finally stopping at a in a large cavern. There is magma off to the right side, but you are on a sort of platform made of the blue metal, illuminated by the horrible red glow from the magma below. It's not quite hot enough to deal damage, but if you stay here too long, you'll start to take heat exhaustion damage and stuff.
Aldri will again use the power of money and throw out 3 and or 4. Where is it? Endure element status. 4 if she doesn't detect a endure elements on Tobias already.
You don't detect anything on bias.
I'm
He doesn't
just
seem
that good
bothered
at
though.
magic.
Oh, there you are.
It's just free again.
Sorry about that.
Did you have your mic muted or something?
No, I just had to go AFK for a moment.
Okay. Well, you almost died, but it's fine.
Cool, cool.
You just got kicked down a 300-foot shaft.
I thought
know.
so.
As you do.
I was probably just having an existential crisis about the debt I'm in.
Yeah, something like that.
I just started thinking about it and I blanked out while everyone else is just doing their thing.
So what?
Nah, obviously you were quietly celebrating with your debts transfer to your son.
Yeah, if you die, you're not in debt anymore.
Yeah, I did tell the debt collectors about you guys, so when I die, it is all you guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell him to go.
See,
I mean, alright,
easy
but
to
there were
just
some
resurrect
pretty
you.
weird wizards in that group, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna explain.
Well, there's a
to-
weird wizard in this group now too. So anyway, Tobias is waiting for you at the bottom. He seems slightly impatient. He says, "Okay." As soon as you land on the ground, without even waiting for you to get up, he says, "All right. So you three will need to deactivate that rune over there." He points to the far side of the cavern. There's a great big glowing rune on the other side, glowing red. There are some of the horrible faceless creatures over there, as well as a number of strange-looking constructs that look kind of like spiders.
Why don't you do it?
Because I need to go and deactivate the mechanism down in the lava below. Unless you want to do that.
I don't think my cards could save me from the lava, so I'm gonna say no.
I mean, I think I've got a cousin who bio.
You wanna call him over?
Oh, I haven't seen him in 100 years.
Do I know if a resist energy fire would save me from lava?
Magma deals 20d6 damage, so your resist energy
Jesus.
fire protects you like maybe 10 to 20.
It is 10
So
for damage
if
resistance,
it
11
rolls a
then.
natural 1 every time on all 20 rolls, then it'll protect you.
Nah, even then that's twice the amount of the thing, and it would last for 6 rounds total.
I like those chances. You should take it.
I
Alright.
know that.
Alright, so you decide to go after the rune.
Yes.
Alright. So Tobias just jumps down into the lava and just starts swimming. Because he's cool like that.
I'm
You
absolutely
guys, there
disgusted
is
at his
a...
damage resistance.
No, he's got damage resist, I guess. He just doesn't care. It's lava. Or
Yeah.
magma, technically, because you're underground. So, yeah, you can't see him anymore. He's underneath the magma. Guess you're on your own.
So what's the room look like?
Oh, he leaves his snake pot, though. His snake says, alright then. Come on, guys. Charge! And starts slithering off along the passage. There is a... Basically, it's a large cavern with passages of blue metal going across. There is one that leads towards the horrible rune of... Well, it's not horrible, but the big glowing red rune that definitely looks dangerous.
Okay. Let's just start going toward.
Yeah.
Alright.
How
So,
do spooky constructs look? Other than spiders, are they big? Are they small constructs?
they are medium-sized strange spider robots.
Okay.
Constructs. As well as horrible faceless monsters.
Purple faceless monsters or blank body guys?
The body guys. They don't have faces. Oh, hey. There you go. They don't look quite like that. They look more like spider bots. But I guess this is a spider bot. So, there you go. And there we go.
Walk past these things?
Nope. You need to roll initiative. They don't like you.
Time to roll initiative.
Yes, I forget what his what Noodle the Snake's initiative is. Probably like a lot.
It should be the same as Tobias's, I think. Plus Dex difference.
Actually, give him a turn. That's annoying.
Arthur, you did a dex check.
Yeah, I meant to do that.
Okay.
For some reason, the initiative thing never works. It always gives me a little message.
So there's that. And he's got... I think... Alright. And let's see. Arthur... Yeah, it doesn't work for some reason. 9. And the horrible spider monsters get... 6. Alright. So Noodle the Snake goes first. And he is going to run up and bite one. forget what his attack bonus is. I'll just spitball it.
How much strength could a snake possibly have?
Well, he has weapon finesse for his natural weapons, so...
Oh well.
Alright, so he deals 1 damage, and it's all reduced by damage reduction.
Oof.
Alright, Aldri.
Well, first off, I'm gonna tell everyone all about spooky robot construct things.
Alright.
Like,
They...
deleted
you notice that
photos
instead of
actually.
legs, they have, like, tools of strange kinds, like drills and saws and things,
Hmm.
and little welder things. It's very strange. You wonder if they're maybe there to repair things. Alright, and I think that's your turn.
I'm gonna pew pew. It's a minor. And hopefully deal more than
Isn't
0
it your
damage.
standard action to do that?
No, it's a minor action it takes.
Okay.
Which one is the actual attack and which one is the stupid thing? I think this is the normal attack. Engineering 29, so +2 and +3, so 5 attack, 3 damage.
Alright, so which one are you hitting?
Top one.
Alright. So you deal a reduced amount of damage. Alright, Sven, what do you do?
Well, looking at my equipment, I see that I don't have a single weapon. So,
You should have gotten...
uh,
I don't know, I guess you just need rope. Rope is all you need.
I'm gonna try using magical rope to entangle the spider that wasn't attacked.
Alright. I'm gonna say you're gonna need to get in melee range for that.
Then I will walk up to them for that.
Alright, so... roll an attack roll, and then I use rope check.
What's an attack roll again?
It's at the top of your character sheet.
You go to all and below ability scores.
Yes, although that should be using your dex
saves.
modifier, because I'm going to say you have finesse with that. So I guess I'll just do a... Yeah, do a 20
It should be the ranged attack
plus...
bonus. Minus strength mod. Actually,
Plus
yeah, it should be
9
the ranged attack bonus.
plus...
Like a melee attack we're talking about?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it'll be plus 11 for this attack, actually. Because you don't have a weapon set for it, so... Alright, so plus 4 on that. So yeah, make the attack roll. Alright, use rope check.
Hold on, I'm looking for it. Yep, it's that right at the bottom.
Alright.
Roll a 26.
Is that what the proper modifiers it is? Okay. So, yes, you managed to tie up the spider monster's legs so that it can't really move effectively. Alright, so on its turn, it's going to use... You don't manage to get all of its legs, and so it's going to use its torches and saws and things to cut the rope. Thankfully it's magic rope, so you just get more rope. Infinite. But manages to free itself, taking its action to do so. The other one is going to attack you, because you're the closest. And the snake is tiny. Can't see it. So...
And with that, 2 random constructs are more dangerous than the beholder.
Yeah, that's about right.
All right, 17 for AC.
Let me check my armor class. 13.
All right,
We
and
need
then
to fix that. Jesus.
so 1 hit, 2 hits. All right. So the first attack deals 6 damage, and the second attack deals 3 damage. The first one is a slice with its menacing claws, and the second one, it burns you with its torch.
Ow.
All right, Arthur.
Question:
What
How
do you do?
tall is this? Or is it cavern?
It's a cavern. It goes up like at least 40 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna fly up 40, fly behind these.
All right.
I at least gonna dive bomb.
Oh,
Sad.
Let's see. Your maneuverability. It's going up 40 feet. Cost you how much flight do you have?
light speed.
Yeah, because your maneuverability isn't that great. You can't just like move perfectly. I would say
Uh,
so. It takes. You can move up like 20 feet, so high enough that they can't attack you, and then soar over them, and then back down. Yeah, you could do that. Although if you want to get back down to ground level, you'd have to like go. You take attack opportunity if you did it right next to them, or you could just like go here, use a 5-foot step next round. Okay. Or you could like use your breath weapon or something.
well, then that would hit.
Yeah, probably would. All right. So Noodle is gonna go again. He's like, damn it, they're too tough. And he is going to. Where's the? All right, so he is going to cast. Does this work? All right. Well, he's going to cast slow on these guys. Let's see. That's a. Does that work? I think it does. It's a will save, so they have like will, but it's not a mind effect. So. Yes, they fail to save, so now they are slow. Where'd the other go? Oh, I dragged it over there for some. All right. So the spiders start moving very slowly, and yeah, they aren't very good at doing stuff. All right, Alder.
Pew pew. Top one again.
All right. Is that with all your bonuses?
Yes.
Fortunately, does not hit, even with the AC penalty.
Oof.
All right, Sven. You're up again.
So it turns out I do have a +1 dagger.
Ah, there you go. You could even do sneak attack if it weren't for the fact that these things don't have organs.
Boy, just continue using will.
Legendary artifact rope worm.
So do I roll a dex right to see if I hit it, or
Yes. Let's see. Where's your You should have an entry in character sheet for the weapon.
yeah, I do.
So yes. He uses Dex, right? Has +1 weapon enhancement. I don't have any stuff like that. I don't remember what the crit bonus is for dagger. It'd be like something. But anyway. So yeah, you just like. Oh, that actually isn't counting the. So that actually with a +2. So yes, it would be something like that. You just click on the attack calc / macro little dice button, and that will roll it
There's
for
like
you.
3 of them now.
Yes, the first one is for a single attack. The second one is for a full attack. The third one is just for the damage calculation.
So I just do the first one?
Yes. Well, actually, you could do the second one because you're not moving. So yeah, why don't you do that? Do the second one, and you also give yourself a +2 from Aldri's in smartening you.
Telling you that
Additional
attacking
attack
will
bonus, I
reduce,
assume
Yeah,
now?
just put in +2 there, or just 2, not a +2.
Power attack bonus? No.
No.
Nope, you're not power attacking.
Additional damage bonus? No.
You don't have any. So yeah.
Full attack? Yes.
All right. So the first attack hits. Second one, unfortunately, does not. And you deal a small amount of damage to it. Because that is reduced because of the fact that they're made of metal. And that's kind of bad. Alright. So both these guys are going to make one attack against you with a -1 penalty. So let's see, what was their attack? So alright, so they both hit you because they're good at numbers and stuff. Deal 7 and 4 damage.
So let me check. In total, I've lost, like, how much now?
You have lost 6 + 4. You lost 20 health.
Ooh.
Maybe you shouldn't tank. Just. Alright, Arthur. What do you do?
Okay. 5-foot step, and I'm going to power attack for 3. Still can't get any of the macros, so I'll call my character. Attack that guy, crit.
Okay. Fortunately, it cannot be crit because it's a machine. But you still hit it, so. So you could just roll your damage. And since you only took a 5-foot step, you can make a full attack if you like.
Okay.
Alright. Its damage is reduced by quite a bit, so you barely scratch it. You can make your other attacks.
Okay, power attack 2. Fall. Fail.
Fail.
Fall.
Hit.
Back.
Miss. Hit.
Damn, that's a lot of complicated movement for 2 guys in a costume.
Yeah. They're very good at what they do. I mean, they could even endure the heat in this costume, too.
Oh
So,
god, I can't
it's so hot in
imagine.
here. Although, actually, you guys aren't very hot because Aldrich has control limits on you. So. Alright, so 11 and 9. Okay. So damage is reduced. reduced amount of damage. Man, this damage reduction is really hitting you. You guys aren't very good against that. Alright. So then, what do you do?
You know, I'm gonna back up and let other people take the front lines because I don't think I'm well equipped for this fight.
Yeah, I weren't very well equipped for any fight, honestly. But this fight especially, because
I can't even
So,
like
yeah.
slink off into the darkness and go for a critical because
unfortunately there isn't any darkness. Everything's lit up by the magma. I mean, there's some shadows, I guess. But
I'm just gonna hide in Aldry's shadow.
yes, that works very well. I'm sure. Anyway, spooters go. They're still slowed. I guess he technically gives like an assist to your AC, so you get +2 AC. So yeah. What's your AC again? Like, I don't think they can even hit you.
30.
Does a 23 hit?
What doesn't hit me?
Alright, it hits you. Yeah, they're taking you because you're the big guy. So yeah, they fail to hit you. Alright, Arthur.
Okay, I'm gonna do power attack. Right. That hit.
Yes!
We've all been wailing on the same one, right?
Yes.
Those both hit.
First one hits, second one does not.
Back. Back.
First one hits, second does not.
Okay.
Alright, so you do a little bit of damage with that first roll. And a little bit of damage with the second roll. And slightly more damage with the second one.
I should invest in something that boosts all damage.
Yeah, that might be good. Alright. Noodle is going to bull rush this spider. He's got a big penalty because he's small. He's tiny. He's like big, but he also has a big high attack bonus. So yeah, I think it's like alright, so he gets 8 because he's tiny. And he gets +4 because he has multiple legs. So and he has like 2 strength. Wait, is it just strength or do you get attack bonus? Oh no. Alright, so he utterly fails to push him. Because I don't know the rules apparently. Alright, Eldry.
I'm gonna go for the second guy instead of the first one. And try to freeze him. Healing 66. Plus the 3 damage bonus.
Alright, roll to
Hopefully-
overcome spell resistance, please.
Oof.
Oh, wait, you already have that part of you. Alright, so you overcome the spell resistance.
And it needs to make a Fortitude DC 18 or be stunned for 24 rounds. If it can get stunned as a construct. I didn't check again.
It can, and at any rate, it has to roll very high in fortitude. So,
That's
yes.
fine. It's 66. That's like 6 tolls for attacking for me.
Alright, so it's at like. Alright, so it takes a considerable amount of damage. You fired at the second one? Not the one that hasn't been attacked before? Or
Yes, the one that has
Alright.
not been attacked yet, because I
half
assume
this
that one
damage is
has
piercing
way less-
damage, so some of
Oh.
it is reduced. Alright. Not focusing fire. That's good. Very tactical. Alright, Sven. What do you do?
I give
It's
moral
not
support.
likely gonna hit the stupid dragon AC.
I give moral support to the party.
Alright, you can do like aid another to give someone +2.
Sure, yeah.
Alright. The spiders, realizing that they can't attack that guy, are going to move over here, attack Aldry, taking an attack of opportunity from both Noodle and Arthur. Alright. So you make one attack of opportunity and miss. Alright. And because they moved, actually they can't attack because they're slowed. So that's fun. Alright, Arthur. What do you do?
Lie behind them. You get a
Alright.
flanking bonus because you're not facing.
You would if they weren't immune to flank.
Creature traits are horrible.
That hit.
Yes. Well, you only get the one attack because you had to move. Although you can charge for a +2, but you don't really need it. Alright, so you deal a tiny bit of damage to this guy. Alright. Alright. So this noodle is going to try to grapple this spider, the second spider. Let's see, attack. Touch attack hits. Alright, so he's grappled, actually, because, yeah, he has big numbers. Alright, so the second spider is grappled.
What an absolute mad lad.
Yeah, just like grapples it with his 2 feet of like noodleness, and now all of its legs are bound together or something. All right, Aldry.
Done next to me, I'm gonna stab them with my fancy new bayonet knife.
All right, so you attack.
The damaged one.
All right, they're both damaged because you
With
split
a
your hand
plus
half.
The
two.
big
But
With a
The one
plus
that's
2 from my
protected us.
support.
yes, well, you hit anyway. So
If only it was +2 damage. I should have been a disgusting bot and given everyone a Gorillion D6 bonus damage.
all right. What are you gonna do, Sven?
Continue to give moral support.
So the spider, this spider is gonna try to break the grapple, and let's see. And fail. This spider is going to attack Aldry for AC 15. Audrey?
That is
Alter.
not a hit.
Is that hit? Okay.
Not a hit. It
Not
needs
a hit.
18.
All right.
AC 18.
All right. Roll your things. That actually hits. Hit. Hit. Hit.
Those are some good rolls.
And hit. Yeah.
So that one. That. Okay, I'll just roll those. That's all the damage.
All right. So now it's Noodle's turn.
How damage do the golems look? Constructs?
First one is falling apart. The second one's still pretty
Okay.
intact.
Because we've been focusing our attacks on one guy the entire time.
Except for one. Except for your big nuke spell that did a ton of damage.
Yeah.
Alright, Noodle's gonna get bored of grappling it, and he's going to cast... Or no, he's going to Inspire Courage. So, everybody gets +2 to attack rolls, weapon damage.
Isn't that a morale bonus?
Yes.
Um.
I'm pretty sure your bonus is just like an untyped bonus.
Now it is.
Or an insight.
Yeah, it is untyped. So it does stack +2.
Yeah, +2 to attack rolls and to damage. Because
Ooh.
he is going to break dance or something.
Well,
Yes.
I can't let a snake outdo me in party support. So in my turn, I will from a scroll cast Frost Weapon. Hooray, we deal 1d6 extra damage.
Alright, you're going to have to cast defensively. And that concentration roll fails, so.
No, that's not a 1 rolled. That's against damage or some stupid shit. The roll on that is 14 plus 15, 29. I have no idea why the concentration on the macros is made like that.
Oh, I see. It's like it's 1 greater than the DC that you're supposed to hit or something. Greater than. No,
It's
that doesn't make
1
sense.
when it's greater than the DC, and it's 0 if it's a fail or some shit like that.
Okay, that's weird. But anyway, alright,
It
so you
is really weird.
successfully cast defensively. And yes. Alright, so everybody gets an extra 1d6 frost damage, which conveniently doesn't have damage reduction or anything applied to it. Alright, Sven. Your dagger is all frosty now. Do you want to go stab something with it?
I mean, I guess I could try it. I'm gonna try to target the one we've been attacking most of the time and see if I could get a killing blow, I guess.
Alright. You can actually full attack because you can just 5-foot step in. So,
Okay. Flank, no. Power attack. Additional attack bonus. How'd I roll?
1 hit for 10 damage plus you roll 1d6. So, the 10 damage is reduced. Roll your 1d6. 2. Okay. So it is on its last. I would say it's on its last legs, but it's still got 8 legs, so it's got plenty of legs. All right. I think they're gonna try to attack Audrey again. She's the one with the magic stuff. So, and they are still attacking. So let's see. 14 and 12. I'm assuming those do not hit. So, Arthur's turn.
I'm gonna power attack 4.
All right.
Hit.
Hit. Yes.
I said with the +2.
No, I'm power attack 4.
Yes, your first attack will actually
But
kill
you
it,
do
regardless
still
of what
get
you
a
roll.
+2.
So your second attacks
Because
are
you
rolled
get-
against the.
Inspired courage.
Yeah, but I'm using power attack 4.
Oh, me being a big mad lad.
Yes. Well, anyway, the first one dies to your first hit, even if you rolled a 1. So your second attack is towards the second spider, which misses. Still. Third attack hits. Miss. Hit. So 2 hits. One with a claw, one with a wing. 8, which is reduced. And that one needs a +7 on it, doesn't it? So.
No, that's just the extra frost damage.
Oh, the extra frost damage, right.
Don't
And
forget the +2 damage on each of those.
Oh yeah, so
the frost damage doesn't get +2, but that other one does. All right, you savagely beat or whatever
all
maul. You
combination
beat it with your wings, and I don't know.
basically vaulted.
Yes. All right. Noodle's turn. His. Let's see. I don't know. He's gonna keep breakdancing. I guess.
Hooray.
I don't remember how bards work. They do stuff.
Stabbity stab. That is with all bonuses. And it's an 18,
Alright.
so it misses and I'm sad.
Yes, it misses, and you're sad. All right, Sven. Are you gonna kill Steel?
BOB toilet.
Oh no, you probably can't kill Steel, but you do have like +4 to hit and +2 damage. So from the inspiring breakdancing. I'm just gonna say it's all from the inspiring breakdancing because I don't know. Why would Audrey better? So are you gonna attack or something?
Me?
Yeah.
Uh.
You can try to tangle it with your ropes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
use
I'll
it.
try that again. So I roll a regular melee attack and then see if that hit.
Yeah, you roll an attack roll and then roll a use rope. All right, so that hits. All right. With that, use rope check. Let's see, what was your? Yeah, with that, use rope check. You're not unfortunately going to be able to tangle it up very well. So it is just got some rope draped over it, and I don't know. It's going to attack Noodle. And miss. All right, Arthur.
Attack 4.
All right. Hit. Automatic miss. Hit. Miss. Miss.
Back.
All right.
Fight.
And then the 2 frost attacks. Hits. Damages. It's titty damage. I don't know. All right. The spider is finally dead. That took you.
Hooray.
Defeated is the monster.
Yes. All right. So, Noodle's like, come on, hurry up. You guys took long enough. And slithers off towards the horrible rune of glowing red spookiness.
So why are we following a snake?
Not a
Because
I'm
it's
asking
snake.
more deadly
Audrey
than
that.
any of us.
Not a snake. It's 2 guys in a snake costume.
They'd have to be
Nah,
very small guys.
I don't believe that one now. It keeps
It's
hissing
one
at
guy
me.
in a snake costume.
It keeps hissing at me though. Should I be concerned?
It's not
Yes.
hissing, it's talking.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't hear any talking.
Okay, if you say so.
I choose to believe Sven simply just can't hear it.
All right. It's more like you're unwilling to hear it, but yes. All right, so you rush off down the passageway towards the spooky red rune and come up to it. There are a number of blank body, faceless monsters sort of hugging it or something. But they don't seem to be reacting to you just yet. The rune continues to pulse red.
I'm just gonna poke them.
Right, you
What did I
poke
say
them
about
and they
poking
do not
things?
respond.
Last time you poked something, you broke everything.
Yeah, I thought you were going to poke things anymore.
Hey, Rope Wizard, can you tie these things up?
Do I need to make a melee attack to see if I hit them, or because
No, they're
they're
not
not
moving.
reacting?
So you
Yeah,
can
I
just
thought
use
so.
use rope.
All right.
All right, you tie them up really well. They're unable to move anymore, but they still kind of wiggle in the direction of the rune.
I'm gonna go with a
Now, what do we do about the rune?
divine insight from a scroll. Where's it? Oof, I'm down to one of those in my remaining. That's a plus 11.
All right, so you can
And I
use
would-
that on a Arcana check or a Spellcraft check towards this. Arcana, if you want to try to see if you know about anything similar that you might have heard about or experienced in the past, or Spellcraft if you just want to kind of see how it works based on just looking at it.
Yeah, that. That's a 45. And
34. Are you going to activate your all that
yeah, it's on it.
5 plus caster level?
45.
45.
And a 28 to find out if I know any other things. 23. I'm not identifying a creature.
All right. So you haven't heard about anything quite like this before, aside from the fact that Tobias said it was geovolcanic, which from what you understand, it means it extracts the energy of elemental fire from the magma or whatever. From what you can tell based on the spellcraft check, this rune seems to be thrumming with a great deal of energy, a lot more than you would expect from just extracting it from the heat of the magma and stuff. You're not quite
Maybe it's
sure
not
where it's
using all of
getting
it.
all of its energy from. but you're pretty sure you could disable it. The only problem would be you'd have to shunt the energy somewhere for a brief period. You
Define
could try to
brief.
like put it into the stone maybe, or the metal, or you could wait for Tobias to finish with whatever he's doing, and maybe that will reduce the power going to it. You're not quite sure.
What do I think would happen if I tried to put it into the anti-magic eye?
The anti-magic eye? Oh, the beholder's anti-magic eye.
Yeah.
Probably something interesting.
Good interesting or bad interesting?
You could probably write a research paper about it.
That's a very good interesting.
That is not a very interesting.
That is a very good
If
interesting.
you survive, you could write a research paper about it.
That's a less good interesting. Is there anything we could hide behind while I do that?
You would have to be in contact with the ruin itself in order to do it, so you'd have to run away very fast. The rest of you guys could hide, but Audrey yourself would have to be on the front lines, as it were.
I'm gonna
That's
hide.
totally something that Audrey would do.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm gonna write my sickest research paper on this.
All right.
I just think it's a bad idea, but you know.
So I would like
Responsible one is
you
obviously a great
to roll
idea.
a spellcraft check and d6.
For the spellcraft check, I'm gonna use my last divine insight scroll.
What a waste.
It is totally the opposite of a waste. For another plus 11 on this, which is desperately needed in this case. Oof. And the d6. Be a 5.
All right.
Oof.
All right.
That
And
is
I'd like you
another
to
5.
briefly describe what exactly you're trying to accomplish by putting the energy into the eye. You just want to see what happens.
Eldrin is
Or
attempting to use the eye's innate anti-magical properties to negate the energy buildup by shunting it into whatever powers the anti-magic and having that consume it.
all right. All right. The rest of you guys are taking cover, I assume. So, yes. The eye explodes into a great mash of broiling flesh. Audrey, you take 38 fire damage as the boiling flesh scalds your skin, hits the rock, and where it does, it begins to melt the stone away and the metal, which fortunately misses you. But, yeah, Beholder has gone.
Oof.
How much health does Audrey have?
16 remaining. That was 3/4.
As you do so, the rune flashes with a great big red flash, and the horrible monsters now seem agitated, especially since they just got burned by flesh. They also took 38 fire damage,
Why are
but they seem
close
to be
enough take the
regenerating from
damage?
it. And it also happened to burn away their ropes. So, yes.
They should
There's
not
a
have
bunch
been
of things
close enough
around you
for
now.
that if the other people are running away from it. Why did you not take the blank bodies?
Because they didn't say they did.
Oof.
All right, roll initiative. Everybody. The rest of you are like, I don't know.
I don't
Say you're
know. I
about
could just
40 people.
hide behind this like rock and pretend like nothing's wrong.
I mean, you don't have to help if you don't.
No, I gotta help.
What did this bring me enough info to write a sick research paper on?
You're pretty sure you just like flubbed it up and blew the eye up. So you didn't really learn anything of interest.
It says no tokens are
Can I please
selected.
delete
Hold
the
on.
I don't
Where'd
think
my
we got any
character
power
go?
from the
There you go.
room.
You have to actually click on your character. I moved it over to the right. I rolled for you.
Eh,
All right, and these guys get a 14, so they actually go first.
that's not good. Nice knowing you, Audrey.
It'll be fine. I believe.
All right, so they are going to attack you.
I believe in
At
my
6,
AC.
9, 13, 6, 11, and 23.
Last one hits.
All right. And it deals 8 damage to you, 3 physical damage, and 5 fire damage.
I am down to 8 health.
Oh wait, those guys are flanking you, so they actually have +2. Does that change anything?
No.
Okay.
They need to hit 18. The highest they get is 16 from the first one.
All right, Arthur.
Use
do
the
you do?
sleepy gas! And
You're
and
not
hope it
immune to
works.
sleepy gas.
Yeah, but hopefully they
And-
aren't either.
These things that long.
I mean, they appear to be breathing. That doesn't necessarily mean they could sleep.
Okay, Audrey's idea sounds like a great.
Actually, wait, hold on a second.
Nope, great.
Aberration, what is an aberration? Do aberrations have sleep immune?
Aberrations do sleep, but they tend to have varying properties depending, very widely varying properties.
Okay, I'm going to fly over and cast a cone.
Cone of
Suncast.
sleep.
All right.
Back. Fighting breath 18.
All right. So that's the DC for your. All right. These guys automatically fail fortitude saves and fall into the lava. They sort of stagger towards the lava as they fall asleep. Just jump in. And Audrey saves. That's
God, I'm good.
It's new. Right. Here. Okay. That's good. Alright. So 1 round later. An enormous
Oh,
body guy crawls out of the lava.
that's a big guy.
Yeah. So alright, Arthur. Top of the round again.
That was a very chunk boy.
And as soon as Sven runs Cobra.
Audrey?
It can't really fit on the platform, but you can see its head.
Audrey?
Yeah.
Can we run?
You can run sideways, which will give it
Um,
an attack of opportunity.
No, I'm asking Audrey, can we just run away?
So yeah, this is the wall.
Okay,
Well,
I can't, can I attack it?
You can attack it, yeah.
It's
You'd have to
like-
move towards it, which would give it an attack of opportunity, because it has reach.
I do not have enough resistances to fight Kitava.
Can I just take a 5-foot step?
I guess, yeah. Okay. It is. You are close enough, so yeah.
Take a 5-foot step, and find inspiration still going on that. Oh,
That only goes as long as Noodles is breakdancing, and Audrey hasn't done a knowledge check against this guy, so no. Or only like 5 rounds after. but it's gone. So
I'm just back.
yes, yes,
It.
yes, yes, yes. All right, I should probably roll first turn. I guess he'll go next turn. I don't know. Your frost blades are not applying it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
Also, I don't think that applies to natural weapons anyway, so.
That was all my attacks.
I doubt
Oh,
it
okay.
is.
Arthur has 5 attacks.
All right. It takes some damage, but it seems to be regenerating. All of the
Oof.
damage that you're doing. It's like, yeah. It's healing it almost as fast as you're dealing it. All right, Audrey.
Do I look like I'm in melee reaction range of this guy?
Yes, it has
Oof.
reach. It has like
Oof.
15-foot reach.
I'm still gonna be a mad lad and try to cure myself.
All right. With cast defensively. All right, so you cast
3d8
defensively
plus
successfully.
6. 22 health. Going back up to 30.
All right, Sven. What?
Well, I have a +1 dagger and a deck of cards.
Actually, I still have to mind I'm gonna tell you guys that it's a big guy and he's spooky. That is all.
Thank you.
Yes. Based on your it appears to have regeneration, and so far you haven't been able to find out what its counter is. So you're only dealing non-lethal damage to it so far.
Which one of those is it? Would it be Arcana on those things?
Dungeoneering for actions.
Ooh. Full bonuses, guys?
All right, Sven. What do you do against this gigantic blank monster?
Nothing.
You can at least stab it with your dagger, I
You
think.
could try running. You could disengage, and that would get you. No, actually, that wouldn't allow you to get away from it. So, yeah. I mean, doing nothing is a sensible option.
I
In a
shall
sense.
give moral support.
I mean,
You could 5-foot step and attack it with your dagger.
I mean, you do have that thing with the squares where you stuff.
What?
Yes, you do have the
Alright.
rope that has patches that have useful items.
Yeah.
You don't know what is in. What will come out.
Okay, let me pull something out then. You want me to roll or whatever?
Yes. Let me just see what you have to shake. All right. So yes, roll a d100.
Dear Lord, have mercy on me.
68. All right. A potion pops out. Monk.
What does it do?
It appears to be a potion of cure serious wounds.
I'm gonna hold on to that. I get the feeling I'm gonna need it.
All right, Arthur, it's your, or no, actually, it's Noodle's turn. He's gonna cast Finger of Death. So, let's see. It's a hit, and okay, it's dead. Rip.
No spell resistance. Disgusting.
No spell resistance. Well, actually, it has spell resistance, but it's so low that it overcomes it automatically. So, well, it's not that it's so low that it's an enemy. He just has a really high caster level because he inherited from Bias. So, yes, dead. And it falls back into the lava. A few minutes later, Tobias comes flying out.
Go ahead, Tobias.
Says, "Good work. I trust you had no difficulty."
Giant face. Giant.
Well, you seem to have dealt with it well enough.
Yeah, we.
All right. So, with the power disabled, it should no longer be capable of releasing any more creatures. I think our work here is done for the moment. I guess you guys can go back to whatever it was you were doing. Just don't come back here, please.
Magical anything.
Shouldn't you?
I mean,
Fix
while
the quarantine?
disappearing in a magic act.
What about?
Well, yeah, we're only making things disappear. Can I do like a perception check to see if there's anything worth stealing around here?
Sure. I mean, maybe there would be things worth stealing, but
Fuck,
you know, you're
excellent.
kind of cleaning up your mess here. I guess you'll get XP.
Okay,
Hold on. Perception, where do I find that?
that'd be a such.
Although Noodle gets a cut because
Search.
and Tobias. I guess Tobias is Noodle's his family. All right.
Such checks you
I had a +1 on that and I got a 20.
studies.
There doesn't seem to be anything in your immediate vicinity. As you start to wander off, Tobias says, come on. I told you guys not to go in there. Come on, let's leave.
Oh, might be magical items.
Oh no.
You did get a potion of cure serious wounds from your
Well, they don't know
robe,
that.
which now has 1 fewer patches. Forget how many I gave it. I think it was like 20,
To like 20.
but then he used a bunch of them, so...
I used 2.
That's a thud. Oh yeah, what happened to? Oh, I wonder where that donkey went.
You still have
It's waiting outside.
the donkey is waiting outside, yes.
Okay,
Maybe you got scared off by all the creatures.
Tobias, question. Can you carry up the rope wizard? Can't fly.
Alright, fine. He just gestures towards you and you start floating off of the ground.
And I'm panicking too. I'm just fucking screaming and floating.
It's not controlled floating. He's just lifting.
Yeah, I know.
So you can't control where you're going.
That's
All
why
right.
I'm like
Strong
panicking and
skill
scared.
enchant.
Yeah. Also, Tobias, have you ever heard of rope wizard?
I'm sorry,
I
what?
have not. Well, I mean, there's some magic you can do with rope. Never heard of someone calling themselves a rope wizard.
No, he only uses magic involving rope.
I have other kinds of magic too.
It's mostly cards.
Not
Interesting.
tricks. Illusions.
Well, anyway, let's get going. I'm sure you all have important things to get to.
Really don't.
I'm
Oh.
sure you all have important things to do. Yes?
No, not really.
I mean, you can
I'm
keep
sure you do.
saying that. Doesn't make it any more true, but
I
sure.
mean, we did
He
kind
ushers
of.
you out of this place
I mean,
in
we
a
did.
assertive matter, yes.
I mean, we did kind of delete. There might be an entire city filled with Sochai, but you know, they'll probably go.
That sounds like a them problem.
Yeah, that does sound like a them problem.
Yes, well, right now I have quite a few problems, so I'm sure you guys should be getting on your way.
Well, that problem's. Well, no problem there. Clearly, the thing's shut down. Problem solved.
There's still quite a lot of cleaning up to do. Now, I'm sure you guys should be going now.
Fine, fine.
Alright, so he
Yes, we
shoos
also
you
leave.
away. And then he wanders back and goes back inside the facility to do some stuff.
Aw, I want
What a
forcing
rude
him out
guy.
of the cerulean sign.
Well, he's a bit ticked off of you because you just, like, ruined his day. So,
I don't see how that's our fault.
because
It's
you.
absolutely our fault.
Yeah.
And by our, I mean you.
Yeah.
I don't see how that's my fault either.
Also, Arthur's gonna smack you in the back of the head.
Ah, fuck.
Don't just
You're a
wander.
dragon. You're gonna kill me.
Arthur's
Yes.
Very good.
Roll damage. A wing attack. Alright. You take 4 damage then.
Ow.
Arthur's, you don't just wander into random room.
Well, I'm sorry. It seemed nice.
Yeah, Arthur, you don't just press random buttons.
I knew what the button did.
You did
I was doing the
not.
polite thing, okay?
I was perfectly aware of what the button did, Audrey. I was just protecting our friend. And honestly, I don't think those things are much with that. They really don't do anything besides wander around if you're not like, aggressive.
And turn into giant monsters that regenerate and try to eat you.
Well, I guess we're on our way back, or continuing to Cyphus.
Alright. You pick up your donkey. It seems a little distressed.
I try to,
And
like, talk to it, being like, what's wrong, little one?
It kicks you. You take 1 damage.
I'm gonna have to use that potion in a bit.
Alright. So you continue along your way. Back to Zythus. I think that's where we're going to wrap up the session today. Sorry I didn't have very much for you today, but
That's
I've
fine.
been hectic with school and stuff.
No problem.
So,
It was a good
yes,
session.
everyone gets 900 experience. Tobias gets